Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Denise with Creates with Love, and today's project I wanted to make a crafting mug and a creating mug. So how I came about this was I didn't see these files in Design Space, so I crafted my own. The way I did that was I looked up this image, camping is my happy place, and although I love to camp, that wasn't my mission for today. So thanks to the use of the contour in the lower right hand corner of Design Space, and by using the slice method, which is to the left of the contour button, I was able to take the word camping out. And then as you can see, in one instance, I got rid of these arrows by slicing. And then on the other one, I went ahead and kept arrows, and I just, for one, I used the word creating and the other one for crafting. So I'll keep these in the file in case you want to have fun with it as well or practice. This is a great one to practice, as it was this Y and the I are actually connected to this arrow. So in order to get it off, I had to go in real carefully and slice that arrow off of those letters. Anyhow, and then I kept this one for you in case you want to put a different word. Maybe there's something else as your happy place. All right, so I'm going to turn these 3 layers off as I'm not going to need them, but I'll leave them in the file in case you want to use them or refer back to them. Okay, so these are the 2 that I want to make today. I've already got them sized how I'd like them to go. And it's a vinyl project, so I do not have to worry about mirroring it. And I'm not sure why they're putting it on 2 different ones. So let me show you what happens when this happens. Click on what I want is them both to cut on the same mat. So I'm going to highlight the image, click on the 3 dots, and then I'm going to move to another mat. And then I'm going to select, it's currently on this one, I'm going to say move it to this one, and then confirm. Okay, so now I've got 2 of them side by side, which is how I want them. And that is on this one. I don't need to mirror it again. Okay, so I've got my 2 images right there. I'm going to click continue. All right, so I don't have my material here as my favorite, so I'm going to click on browse all materials. I'm going to come down here and go to vinyl, and I'm using permanent vinyl for this. Okay, and there we go. It's just regular pressure as default is fine, and I'll meet you over by the maker in just a moment. All right, so I got these mugs on Amazon, I think last year sometime. If they still have them, I'll go ahead and link them on my blog. But let me put these aside. So basically, I'm just going to be putting black vinyl. I've already got it on my mat. Make sure when it's vinyl, you put the shiny side up. It's iron-on where you put the shiny side down. So go ahead and hit the load button, and then when the go light starts flashing, go ahead and click on that. And while this cuts, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward. Okay, so we got everything weeded. Now all we got to do is cut out our transfer tape, just the size of each image. And then basically we'll be putting the transfer tape on top of the vinyl and then using that transfer tape to transfer the image over to the cup. You can see that my roll is almost empty, but I can use it for this project, and then, believe it or not, I'll still have some more left over. You never know what size tiny of a piece you'll need. So I just need to get the corner going so I can peel it off. Sometimes it's tricky. There we go. So just enough for me to grab. And this is real easy. You just pretty much line it up towards the top. Just peel enough back so you can get it to start sticking. And then I like to kind of turn it sideways, and just as I pull the vinyl out, use my other hand to kind of smooth it into place. And this is when you burnish it on. You just want to rub it. I like to rub it on both sides. But basically you're getting the vinyl to stick to the transfer paper. So it really works well if you rub the back side, I've found. And do the other one. Found a piece of vinyl. Stuff is sticky. There we go. So same thing as before. Just start at the top. And just smooth it into place. Thought I had a bubble there, but I forgot those two letters. They joined together there, so it kind of made it look like a bubble, but it's all good. Then do the back side. All right, so I need something so my mug doesn't roll around while I'm applying the vinyl, I should say. So this should work. It could work, but let me find one more thing. Ah, my air cleaner, or my air sprayer, cleaner, whatever, it'll work. Be just enough to where it won't roll around. So basically we just get it going so that it sticks to only the transfer paper. If any of it does not stick to the transfer paper, then just rub my finger on it and reburnish it. And then try it again. I pretty much pull it about a 45-degree angle and just line it up. And with these mugs, they're not as round as some of the things I've put vinyl on. So with these, you know, like the Christmas ornaments, those ones you have to be careful and cut some slits in your transfer tape so that it goes around the corner without creating bubbles. But with this one, the mugs are pretty much straight up and down. It's got a slight curve, but it's not enough to pinch the vinyl, so it's good. No need to cut any slits for these images. You want to smooth it in as firm as you can, and then keep in mind that with these mugs, once you get it on there, you don't want to wash it for 24 hours once you apply it. Sorry, I keep forgetting I gotta keep my stuff in the camera frame for y'all. And then slowly just start peeling it back. And again, just like when you're transferring it, if any piece looks like it's going to come back up, then you would just put, you know, lay it back down and rub your finger over it again. But so far this is coming off perfectly. Yay. There we go. It's done. Cute. Alrighty, let's get to the second one and then we'll be done. So same thing as the first one. And then too, I want to mention that, you know, Cricut says that we can't wash these or the permanent vinyl in the dishwasher. And I think the reason behind that is that I think that they're probably aware that some you can. But I think it's one of those things where dishwashers, the vendors that make the dishwashers, some of them, they heat at higher temperatures and so on, and so they really just can't guarantee. They can't promise that if you be putting it through the dishwasher, it's going to be okay. You know, it might not be. So I think it's up to people's personal preference. For me, I'm going to put these in the dishwasher. If it, you know, if it comes off, I'll just make another one. To me, it's no big deal. So if I was to see that it's not going to last at all, then of course I wouldn't. So, but then, you know, a lot of times I hand wash my coffee cups as well because I'm just going to put coffee in it or tea in it the very next day. So, you know, again, personal preference, but just want to give you a heads up on that. If you are going to wash it though, definitely, you know, wait the 24 hours. Either way, whether you're hand washing it or a dishwasher. All right, so I'm just making sure, rubbing it in, making sure it's really sticking there good. All right, I think this is good. Just get a corner going and peel it off. Again, I try to do it about a 45-degree angle. Seems to work really well. All right. How cute is that? Again, I got these on Amazon, and actually, I mean, they just been sitting there. I meant to do something with them last year and I didn't get around to it. You know, those little round to it. Anyway, glad they were there. It's good to have blanks on hand. Who doesn't love a good coffee mug or a tea mug, or they're great for gifts, Great for having at home. Switch them out so you don't get tired of the same old cups. Anyway, as usual, continue to create with love. Take care. Bye.